Hi guys, and welcome to the Sheffield Wednesday Rotherham United preview. Now, this will be a good game for us to win because we've already won the first derby that we've had this week against Barnsley and got all 3 points. If we can take 3 points from this one, it'll be fantastic. There is going to be a minute silence for all the Sheffield Wednesday fans who have lost their lives this year, which will always be very well remembered by our fans. We are pretty good at silence, so we're not pretty shitty like we used to be. Now, Bannon is out with a foot injury, and hopefully we might see Abdi in the squad. Let's hope, because we've not seen much of him yet. But we got a good chance of getting some good points in this game. Rotherham are on a very, very bad situation at the moment. I think the bottom of the league, they've lost the last 5. So if we can get another win here, it would be fantastic. So the team news today is Westwood, Lee, Fletcher, Abdi, Reach, Luvens, Lees, Palmer, Zhao, Hutchinson, Poodle. Subs are Wildsmith, Jones, Sugu, Wallace, Sasso, Newhue and Hurst. I think this is the first time we've seen Sugu since February, so it's great to see him back in the lineup. Gives us another option for wingers, and we have 2 wingers on the bench with Sugu and Wallace if we need to get a bit more width. Hurst is on the bench. I think some people thought he may have got a start, but the big news in this for me is that Abdi is playing. So hopefully it'll be Abdi in the middle with Reach and Palmer on the wings. That's how I would have it anyway. Hang on a minute. Lee, Fletcher, Abdi, Reach, Luvens, Lees. No, it might be Poodle and Palmer in left back and right back position. So I just hope he don't stick Abdi on the wing, because he's a middle midfielder, central midfielder. There we go. And so let's hopefully get all 3 points. In the first half, it's another one of the games where we've been really poor in the first half. We've had a couple of chances, but a lot have gone wide. Reek to Zhao out wide with Abdi in the middle. We win a corner, and Abdi's done really well with getting the crosses in, and he looked really on song today. And it's been really nice to see him playing, because we haven't seen much of him. The crowd is very flat, and it's also we're not really taking any chances. We've had lots and lots of free kicks this half, but not taken any of them. Now, the bad bit with this is that it's really annoying, but in the 34th minute, Abdi went down injured. Immediately, Sub looked at the bench, said can't continue, shoulder injury, and he'd gone off. And it was really a shame, because it was starting to look really good, and it was going to be the spark for us today. And it's been very poor, but the referee has been very stop-start. He's been very whistle-happy. Zhao had a header on target, but that was about it for us. They did get the ball in the net just before half-time, but it was ruled offside. And if we're not careful, they could nick this and win it. But we really shouldn't be playing this poor against a team who are bottom of the league, not looking like they're going to stay up this season. We have been very poor. And again, it's another shit first half. We struggled again. We are missing the likes of Fortieri just to have that spark and kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Creativeness. And just none there. It's looking really bad that we've just got no creative spark going, which we're all hoping Abdi was going to have that today. So it's 0-0, and it sounds like it's a very poor first half again. Wallace coming on for Abdi kind of helped a little bit, but let's see what happens. But that was a very poor first half. Needs to get better if we're going to get 3 points from this. Wow, oh wow, oh wow. That was a very interesting game today. second half really didn't go as well as we first thought it was going to do. Lee went off injured at half time. I'm guessing that's what it is because I can't see it being a tactical thing. But it was just Rotherham started extremely bright this game in the second half, like really bright, and they had a lot of chances, and we managed to get going. Zhao with a chance, and it goes to nothing. We have a goal cleared off the line. Zhao with an opportunity to make it 1-0, but they cleared it, and then the actual shot by Hutchinson goes wide. And in this game we had 23 shots. Now to think about it, thinking, yeah, great, 23 shots, fantastic. 6. That was it. 6 on target. So we're making these chances, but we're just not burying them, and we should be. If we can bury some of these chances we're doing, it would be fantastic. But New Hugh came on for Poodle to try and go after the game, and Poodle was the man who came off. But then Hutchinson went down injured, and you're thinking, oh crap, have we just fucked up by using our last and final sub? But luckily he soldiered on, but that's Hutchinson altogether for us. Price didn't really have many saves to make this game, but in the end we do actually win the game thanks to a 90th minute penalty from Fletcher, but the penalty was awarded to Zhao, who got taken down by Richard Wood, who got sent off for Rotherham in that kind of, I think it must have been like a last man situation. But it was just, we scored the penalty, but it was just a very poor game, which you go ahead scratching your head thinking, how did we win that? Just Newcastle game, we got to play much better. Fourth area will be back for that game, which is great news. So we just got to try and start taking these chances, because if we can bury these chances, we're fine. We are in 6th place. If we had got the draw, we would have gone to 8th. Leeds again got another win, so they've done well. We were very poor, very, very poor. It's quite hard to celebrate this game when you've been that bad. But how many times have we been in the sense of like we've managed to go and played really well, and then the team that's been really poor have been the one to get the winner? So kind of feel for Rotherham on that one. They played well. I think they deserved the point, but we were very poor in that game, and we're gonna have to be so much better against Newcastle. I think that's the first game I've seen in a while where we've had back-to-back half where they've both been poor at each other. Need to definitely improve, but thank God we got all 3 points today. Got the 35-year hoodoo thing off our back as well, and at the same time we got 6 points out of the last 2 games, 2 derbies. Like I said before, I would love us to have the 6 points which we got, which we can now cross off. A draw against Newcastle, win if possible if we can, and a win at Preston, and it will have been a very good Christmas New Year period for me.